When we first got married, it was just the size of just a hump on my shoulder. And after 38 years, in my wildest dreams, I've never thought that it would get to be the size that the tumor is now. We've tried weighing it, and it's about 35 pounds right now. For a doctor from Los Angeles to come all this way just to hear a yes or a no answer, I'm just blown away.
This tumor is heavy. It's engorged with blood, and just trying to lift it and get different angles on it is not easy. It really requires someone to be dedicated to just moving this tumor. The handoff has begun. I've got the baton. Game on.
My name is Ryan Osborne. I trained as a head and neck surgeon in South Central Los Angeles, managing the most complex cancer and trauma patients in the country. I've operated across the globe in first and third world countries. My experiences have taught me the value of flexible and innovative thinking, but I realized that our healthcare system doesn't always allow for that. So I started Osborne Head and Neck Institute. And I made it my mission to provide the best medical care for our patients. Together, we create a new standard in medicine. These are our stories.
Don's surgery was a tricky case. When trying to figure out how to actually remove this tumor, I also had to consider all the risk, all the potential pitfalls, and the negative optics that would be present if this did not go well. It was the kind of case you spend your whole career preparing for. But I didn't give my surgical tech Isaac that luxury. At the time of Don's surgery, Isaac had only been working with me for a few months, but I felt confident he would rise to the challenge.
I'd never seen anything like that. I don't think the gravity of the situation hit me until maybe a week or two before the actual surgery. Up until that point, I had only done surgeries that you would do in a hospital and styloids. And this was definitely one of those surgeries that was a big deal.
So Don's surgery has been completed, and as promised, I said I would come back and follow up on him. You don't do a big surgery like that and just leave the patient to the local doctor. I complained a lot about the weather in Winnipeg the last time I was here. But right now, it's beautiful. It's warm, it's green, quiet, and just so peacefully quaint. I'm just really enjoying walking around this neighborhood. There's no stress, there's no pressure. The war is over. I'm just here visiting a friend. It feels completely different.
Seeing him 6 months later after the tumor's removed, night and day, he's a different person. You could tell that his family's enjoying spending time with him. He's walking around.
The last time I saw Don, he had a hard time moving around the house. He had difficulty even just sitting comfortably in a chair. Now we're in his backyard and he's telling me his plans and all of his DIY projects. It's just night and day. Let's be honest. If things didn't go right, I would certainly be criticized for even attempting to do this procedure. It could be damaging to my career, but that's the situation you're in every single time you try to take on something that isn't a certainty. You run the risk of failing, and there are so many people just waiting for you to fail. So many people just secretly hoping you fail. And you're always battling that one question. Do I look out for myself or do I look out for the patient? Looking out for myself would mean passing on this and just saying this is too difficult. This is not something that's in the realm of predictability, so we're just going to leave it there. Looking out for the patient is giving Don a chance to fight for his life, giving him a chance to have a second opportunity and enjoy the time he has with his family. This is a very cruel world that we live in, but it's also a beautiful world, and it's one in which a little bit of hope can lead to small, huge, impactful moments in people's lives. It always seems impossible until it's dead. That some people call miracles and other people call gifts.
It's been 6 months since the surgery, and the difference is night and day. Like just how it feels to see him getting up and walking, and I never get tired of looking at him from the back without that tumor.
When I went to that hospital with them, I didn't think there were that many miracles in my life. In my life, no. But I think I experienced one that time. It was so beautiful, the whole thing.
It was hard to believe that it was gone. Once I woke up from the surgery, it still felt, even though the tumor was gone, it still felt like it was still there. And even today, I still have some ghost feelings, feeling that it's still there, and I know that it's gone.
Being a nurse, for a former nurse, even makes me feel, I can just imagine the pain and all the embarrassment that sometimes he had to go through, and the discouragement sometimes with him not being able to have anybody wanting to do surgery with for him or try it, you know. But it's a miracle. It's like another new life is starting up again, you know, especially now with his new grandchild. It's just beautiful.
It was really wonderful when we came back from the surgery. My grandchild was born, and my son and daughter-in-law wanted me to be the first person to hold the baby. That brought tears to my eyes also. And I was just very, very thankful. It was a wonderful experience in the hospital. And it was just great. It was just a wonderful feeling.
Getting his life back, it might seem small to people when he talks about being able to get out of a chair, or being able to shower on his own, or being able to wear a pair of jeans where he can tuck his shirt in. Like, these are all small things, but they're literally huge.
I can cut the grass with less impact now, whereas before I would have to go and lay down after cutting the grass.
And the fact he can walk up to the park now, which he couldn't do the last 5 to 10 years, like, it has been life-changing. And it literally has given him the ability to do things that the rest of us take for granted.
Being able to hug my daughter, and my daughter being able to hug me with putting her arms around my body where she couldn't before. Now that I can do these things on my own, I feel more independent, whereas before was able to always depend on my wife helping me to do things.
Now we're actually starting to plan maybe to go away on a trip that, you know what, we've never really been able to do together, my sister and I and my brother. So excuse me for crying, but it's just very emotional.
I feel like I have a future. I feel like I'm going to be around for my grandchild. Dr. Osborne, to me, has been a miracle. Just by discovering him through watching a show on TV called Take My Tumor. And for decades, I've been declined help. So I finally had hope that something could be done.
I can't say enough about Dr. Osborne and his wonderful staff. Like, they make you feel part of a family, and his confidence is contagious. His kindness, his optimism, but his honesty. And it's clear that he's in this for the patient.
I don't think I've ever met a doctor that humane as he is. He is so caring, and he tells you as it is, and that's what you want to hear.
And the fact that he was willing to risk and do the surgery, because let's be honest, this wasn't just risky for Don, it was risky for Dr. Osborne as well. And I am just forever grateful. He's absolutely amazing.
He just really brings to light what I always say: you can do good by yourself, but to do great, you need a team. There were so many talented people who came together for the mere fact that they saw somebody that they needed help and they jumped in, and, you know, I think that's what medicine is all about.
Don will certainly always be one of those for me that I will never forget. Being able to do it successfully, giving him his quality of life back, and being able to really sort of offer that type of care is something that I'm going to treasure for life.
When you go to sleep at night, or you close your eyes, or you think about it, what's really important is what you left in this world. What did you do good in this world? And I think that for me, Don is one of those things that I did good in this world, and I made a difference, and I think that's really important.
Like, you don't know what other people are going through, how long they've been living with their condition, what challenges and struggles they have to put up with every day. I think the big takeaway is, like, we should take a step back and see what they're dealing with. You can really try to understand what that person has to live with every day, you know?
Go away a little bit.
So this, not nearly as scary.
Try and get some of my muscle back that I used to have, you know.
Now that the surgery is over, I feel like that doctor-patient relationship has ended and a new relationship has begun. We're just two men with a shared experience that will forever be bonded by it.